Okay. So the way this system works, Ken, is much less limiting than cable or satellite or whatever else. This menu right here scrolls right and left, and under this main menu you have like stuff for this skin, the maintenance, different settings, things like that. You can change the way this skin looks, download something different if you want, or get an update for this one. But as you scroll right, you'll see there's movies, TV shows, sports, kids zone, your local weather, favorites. When you start putting it in this menu, that's where your favorites will show up. One of the reason I chose titanium, which is the name of this build that's on here, is because it's family friendly. You can have any kinds of builds. Some aren't so family friendly, some have different things on them. But this build here has everything that I need. In fact, almost everything I need I can get from one application. Now, the main menu across this bar, there's sub-menus underneath it. You can search movies, 4K movies, box sets, genres, right? And you can click in there and you can do stuff from in there. But on the next layer down is where the real applications are. Gaia TV. I've never even been into it. I don't know what it does. It looks a little creepy. I've never used Magic Dragon. I've never used Loki. I've only used Exodus. And then the other day, for the first time, I used Death Star to find a good link for something, and it worked really well. But what you can do is when you go into Exodus, Exodus is an independent app that works inside of Kodi. You can search, we're in the movies category. You go into movies and you can search by genre, year, people are watching, right? What's most popular. So there's all those categories. Um, you can search by box office. This goes all the way back to like 1917. Right. Every year, or actually, I think it was Oscar winners. Goes back every year for like over 100 years.
Oh my God.
Yep. There's current movies that are in theaters. That's never really a very good idea. That's always somebody like recording it with their camcorder in the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
So I don't recommend that at all. One of the features I like is this people search. So, what's one of your favorite actors or actresses, Ken?
God, I'm drawing a blank. Stratham.
Who? Oh,
Stratham.
Jason Statham.
Jason.
So, what this is going to do, nothing, because I probably spelt his name wrong.
Okay.
Oh, because it's Statham, not Stratham. Jason
Oh,
Statham. Let's try that. Nope, that's not right either. I don't know how to spell his name. So let's pick somebody whose name we know how to spell. Let's go. You like John Wayne?
I was just thinking of John Wayne. That's weird.
Why?
Huh?
You like John Wayne?
No, I was just thinking about it. I was gonna say it, but I was thinking, thought it would be a little you know, too old.
There's nothing too old for this system. And that's the God's honest truth. There's nothing too old. There's nothing too foreign. There's nobody's work that they don't have. If it's on the internet, anywhere in the world, this system can access it. So this is going to pull up everything that John Wayne's ever been in or been involved in.
Holy mackerel.
Okay. Here's a list of everything.
That's crazy.
So let's see how far back this list goes.
1962.
The longest day.
That was almost a 3-hour movie. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, right. Now you can do this exact same thing with TV shows also.
Huh.
So now we're back to 1948 and we're still going backwards.
That's amazing.
Sands of Iwo Jima. That's probably one of his more famous movies right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in a couple of movies. He'd been in a couple of movies anyway. Wow. Back to 1937. What's that?
How have I been living without this?
I'll tell you what, especially since you're laid up, you're going to be doing a lot of recuperating. This is awesome. Like you can get lost in this thing forever. And this is one application inside this. This is a whole universe of things that you can install on your own in your own Kodi system. I mean, if you like TED Talks, there's a whole TED Talks app, right? You can get all the TED Talks. It's awesome. Um, but you can also just get lost. Like a few years ago, my wife's a national sales director for a yearbook company, and every year they do a summer sales meeting. And that year it was in New Orleans, and I had an application in Kodi here that was CCTV cameras from all around the world, right? And one of the cameras was for I'm just gonna pick Four Sons. No, I'm gonna. I think I already picked it. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. Let's see what happens here. It's gonna load up a bunch of different links. But there was this place called something like Cat's Karaoke Place on the Strip, and I said, "Hey, take your people to Cat's," and she did. And I sat in my living room in Colorado and watched my wife and her coworkers drink and do karaoke in this bar on the New Orleans Strip.
Wow.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Is that wow? Is that like are they just hacking into the system, or they know that it's on the you think it's like they're on the air?
Yeah, they know that people are watching. They make it available, and there were cameras from all over the world, like Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, or shark reef cams, or beach cams from Laguna Beach, or just all over the place. Yeah. So I can't find any links for these movies back here. Sometimes that happens. It'll list them, and you'll go to click it, and it just doesn't work. So that's one of the things about Kodi, right? It's all out there, but sometimes you just may not be able to get it. And that's the difference between our streaming service and Kodi, is that the streaming service will always work for you, but you're limited, right? There are like, I don't know, 5 or 6 thousand movies on video on demand on Taj TV, and they do work. We used it the other night to watch Avengers Endgame. So this gave me 5 different links. I'm just going to click on the first one, and it's going to play the first one that's playable. If the first one wasn't playable, it would go to the next link.
So there's streaming, then there's Cody.
Yeah. So this is streaming. This movie is from 1932.
Yeah, no.
And look at that picture. Oh, you know what? You probably can't hear me. You can't hear my screen. There we go. We're just going to exit out of that.
This is one of those things that used to play in the movie theaters, right? Years ago,
Right?
before TV. It's looked like one of those reels.
Yeah, that was old, man. 1932 is pretty old. And you can do that with any actor or actress. And it doesn't even matter if they're American or foreign or whatever it is. Like, let's see, is it
My
West?
wife's from Brazil. Did she get Brazilian stuff on this?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
In fact, there might even be Brazilian live TV. I'm not sure. I've never looked
Hmm.
on Taj. I'm not sure. I know
Now,
there is.
we have a couple of smart TVs. Or do we have to hook the laptop up to the TV?
No, you're going to use the Fire Stick,
Oh, crap.
right? So you get the Fire Stick. We sell it to you for $9, and then
Yeah.
we show you how to put this on the Fire Stick along with Taj TV,
Oh, I see.
right? And then you're going to be completely covered. So I just picked Wes Craven, so you don't even have to be an actor, right? Now this is all of Wes Craven's work. So if you like his work, whoever, you can just come in here and just watch his films.
A lot of what's what I'm thinking of. You know, when something's popular, but it's only popular with a certain group of people. people.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Um,
Drawing a blank on that.
yeah, I am too now that you asked me for it.
This is perfect for those folks.
Oh yeah,
Like,
cult followings.
yeah, cult followers. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find any movie you want in there, Ken. You're not limited, and you can do the same thing in TV shows. In fact, I use the same app only because Exodus works so good that I just don't typically need to go into the other applications to find what I'm looking for. Although every once in a while you do. Like, there was a couple John Wayne movies back there that we clicked on and they didn't work. If I really wanted to watch that movie, I could go into any number of these applications and look for that movie in there and try to find a link. Okay. So underneath TV shows, you can even go into networks. So, and this is going to pull up a list of just about every network. So if there's something in particular you like watching on a particular network, you can just come in here and go, oh yeah, you know what? I really like watching stuff from Disney or I like HBO, right? Because HBO's got some cool shows. Uh,
Okay, never mind.
yeah. So and you can just come in here and they even have oops, I went out too far. Backspace. They even list Netflix as a network.
All right.
Yep. So
We pay every month for that, plus Amazon.
yeah. So that's 20 something bucks on top of the 227 you're paying a month.
So you can get Netflix through this thing?
Well, you don't get Netflix through it. You just get all the shows that are on Netflix. You get everything that's on Netflix is on here. And plus everything else in the world.
How in the world does that happen?
It's the magic of the internet, Ken. It's so vast. Everything is out there, right? There's nothing that's hidden or secret. When a movie gets released, after a couple of months here in the US, it goes to DVD. Somebody's uploaded that to the internet somewhere, and there's DVD quality video for you to watch. Now, the thing about streaming is with this system, you're never downloading anything. You're only streaming. And the FCC says streaming is 100% legal. You're just tapping into a feed that's out there. You're not doing anything illegal. So yeah, it is amazing. It's amazing that these things exist and it works so well. Like this isn't 100% perfect, right? There's going to be a time where you're going to want, man, I really want to watch BoJack Horseman, episode 6, season 1, right? And you're going to come in here and you're going to be like, cool, season 1, oh, episode 6, this is going to be awesome. And then all of a sudden it won't work for you. And you're like, man, gosh darn it. But if you try it 5 minutes later, it might. But honestly, 99% of the time, it works fine, right? It's just,
Maybe it's a broadband situation. Maybe there's so many people on this thing that.
yeah, well, you know what it is like it's pulling all these links from different sources, right? It's got a total of 98 different sources right now where you can watch this episode. But sometimes people will put the episode on a server, they'll provide a link, and then they won't support it. Maybe they didn't pay their server bill, so that link isn't good anymore, right? But most of this stuff, like G Video, man, G Video works great. This is going to be 1080p streaming perfectly, like you were watching it live on your cable channel or off of your recording device, TiVo or whatever it is, right? And this is a Netflix. Perfect.
Oh, it's a pet name. I don't have actual.
Not on Netflix, huh?
Yep, and you can go to any of the networks, right? Showtime, HBO, all the TLC, TBS, Sci-Fi, whatever you like, right? And they have probably not everything that's on their networks, but probably 80% of it.
You know, I think somebody that complained and said, what do you want for nothing?
Yeah, well, my 15-year-old son's really good at complaining. He did it the other night. We were watching Avengers Endgame for like the fifth time, and we had a perfectly good feed that we were watching the link, and we paused it for dinner or whatever. When we came back and we unpaused it, the link had expired. So we had to go out and find a new one. And he was struggling finding one that worked or finding a good one. and he was getting frustrated. I'm like, hey man, just exit the system and go find it somewhere else. He said, where? It's not on Netflix. It's not on Hulu. I said, well, no kidding. That's my whole point, right? You can't find this anywhere else. That you're upset because it's taking you a few minutes to find a watchable feed and you're angry. Huh?
I understand. I understand. A lot of kids, that's the way things are now.
Yep, it is. But you know what? He should be used to it because this thing right here, just this alone, has saved me thousands of dollars over the last few years. Because I was with you, I was paying cable, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, oh my God, and I couldn't find what I wanted to watch. And that's what got me on this whole thing, Ken, was my son, my older boy, and I a few years ago were out playing some basketball. And I'm like, hey man, we should go home and watch White Men Can't Jump while we have lunch. That'd be awesome. I couldn't find it on any of the platforms that I was paying monthly for. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So it got me on a search so I could find whatever I want and watch it whenever I wanted. And I was able to do that with this. So, and there's sports, there's all kinds of live sports. I've watched endless pay-per-view fights. Last year, NFL Sunday Ticket was on here. I could watch every game, all the games. It was perfect. Kid Zone, cartoons, whatever you want, everything and everything. Marvel collection. Um, I'm wondering about this one right here. I'm gonna go in here and look real quick. There used to be a really good app that I had that one of the options were Disney movies, and it had all the Disney discography going all the way back to the very first one. So I'd have to look through this and see if I could find it. I don't even know what this is. But that was a really great app, and that Marvel collection over in the Kid Zone made me think of it.
Fire stick and USB port, and that's it.
Yeah, I've got an instructional page almost built out and ready to go that shows you how to do it. Yep. You just take it out of the package, put it in the HDMI port, and then you follow the setup sequence for your Fire Stick. And then what you need to do is follow the instructions in our members area for the page that I'm going to give you. It shows you how to install the apps that you need in order to install these programs because Fire Stick wants you to pay for everything. Okay. So a Fire Stick is only really as good as what you do with it. You can get a Fire Stick or a Roku, leave it just like it is, and then you can pay for HBO Go and the Showtime app, and you could pay for MLB and things that you need, right? Or you can install these programs and you can access all of that stuff for free. Yeah. So
That will be loaded on the Fire Stick.
yep, that'll be loaded on the Fire Stick. And we're going to give you an option. You can either order a Fire Stick for $9. Fire Stick, it works decent. It works good. It has 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of ROM. But we're going to offer another stick. It's a generic, and it's 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of ROM. So it's 4 times faster, 4 times the memory, and I think it's going to be like $19 or something. So, and we'll give you the choice to pick what you want. Fire Stick's okay. I mean, one of the reasons we chose Fire Stick is because of the name Amazon, right? Everybody knows Amazon Fire Stick.
Right, I got you.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I wish I could show you Taj TV from my computer right now, but I can't. I am in the process of building out and installing an emulator on my computer, not building out, but getting installed and setting up a connection for the Taj TV so I can show you how that works on here. But right now I can't. Yeah, that's the streaming TV service, has almost 10,000 channels.
Please spell it.
TAJ.
TAJ. Oh.
Yeah, but you won't find anything about it online. It was made just for us, for our members.
Yep. So I just wanted to, I like to, if I try to share this with somebody and I just like to, and then Kodi is Kodi or CODI.
Yeah, it's KODI.
Okay. And what's a skin?
That's basically what this looks like right here, right? Is you're looking at a skin,
Okay.
or it's also called a build. So under the main page, there's a tab down the bottom right that says builds, and you can come in here and you can pick which build you want. Like I'm on titanium because I like titanium, right? But they have one called Cell X5 that you could use. There's one called Juggernaut. So you can pick whatever you want. So you can try the different ones out. I don't know what Juggernaut looks like. I don't know. I just looked up, some of the best reviews for 2019, and that's what I went with was their top pick, which was titanium for family friendly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
How would it, I would just have to buy a Fire Stick, and then how would I get started with this?
You just
What
go.
do I need
You
to
just
do?
go to the page that I'll give you, and you can follow the instructions step by step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be really simple. It's not difficult at all. Um, and once you follow the instructions, you just go, step by step. You don't skip anything. You don't do anything. Just follow it closely, and you'll have it. There is a chance that the skin will not appear correctly.
I'll have to get a Fire Stick or that generic one, right? I have to have that first.
The what?
Well, as far as the Fire Stick,
Yeah.
I need that first before I put any of these other programs. They have to be in the Fire Stick, right?
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, you're gonna want it on the Fire Stick. You could put this on. You could put this on your computer,
Mhm.
but for the streaming service and to get it on your TV, oh wow, okay, I erased my build completely. So this is actually what Kodi looks like when you first fire it up. I took off that skin. Right now you look at this, you're like, okay, what the hell do I do? But I've got a whole page that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to do this. It's really easy. I'm almost done with it. I'm just missing a couple of steps that I got to put in there.
Cool.
And when I finish this, I'll get it over to you. And then when you get your Fire Stick, you can just follow the instructions, right? Unpackage your Fire Stick, stick it in the HDMI port. Yep. And then here's how to install Downloader, which you'll need. And then here's how to install the STB emulator, which is a video I need to put on there. Show you how to install Kodi right here. How to install the titanium build. I give you a walkthrough of titanium. And then if the videos didn't do it, here's step-by-step written instructions with images along the way. No, I only built out part of it. I stole this from somewhere else.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This was a lot of work.
Yeah. I've learned how to take shortcuts. I have to with all the stuff I got to get done a lot of times. I'm like, I can't just build that out. John's really good at coming up with programs. We should do this, 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 and that. And you get a page going, like, John, not that easy just to build out a converting page, man. Huh?
I don't know if I think John and I don't know if I should admit this or not, but I think we're cut from the same cloth.
I know you're cut from the same cloth. I don't disagree at all. That's what I told John after I talked to you for the first time. I'm like, yep, I felt like I was talking to John.
He's done a lot of, we've even worked for the same company.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's a freeze-dried meat company, Colorado Meats or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was an experience.
I bet.
So, all right. Well, I appreciate you doing this for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely value added. People can, wrap their mind around it. So definitely pretty cool. So I guess you get an HD TV antenna.
Yeah.
Tell cable to take a hike, just so you get your local stations.
Yep.
And then if I can get everything else, the news stations and whatever, I might look forward to trying this.
Yeah. At this point, the only thing that's going to cost you is $9.
That's unbelievable. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I've been paying like $2,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to save you all of that, but I bet you we can save you $2,000. I mean, that alone is worth it.
If I can get it down to 150, I'd be grateful.
Yeah. Well, you should be able to get it down lower than that. I mean, honestly, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't cancel your cable the first thing, because this system takes getting used to. This is not sitting down and channel surfing on your cable network. This is different. So it's a learned thing. It's something you got to get used to. So
I mean, take a look at basic and then see if the things that my wife likes to watch. I mean, if she can get Brazilian stuff, that would be awesome.
well, I see. I just took away the skin here. I know you can get Brazilian stuff in here.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Still on.
Soap operas that are very popular.
Yeah, she likes the soap operas.
Well, I mean, when she has time, she might. There's some things on Netflix. Sometimes you can, binge watch. Some of these things that are on there, you watch one after the other, after the other, after the other. I'm like, some of the shows hard to quit.
Yeah, it is, man, and they know it.
Yeah. This is interesting. This is like, I can't believe we did it this simple. I mean, I've done screen share with tech companies, and first they got to send you an email, then you got to put a code in, then you got to, there's like 5 or 6 steps before you even get hooked up. This is like instantaneous.
Yeah, Zoom is really nice. We love Zoom.
What's Zoom? If I wanted to belong to that, what's the deal on that?
They have a free thing. Like, we could totally do this for free using Zoom. I pay I think it's like $7 a month, and I have the same ID all the time. Alan and I and John are always on Zoom. There's no limit to what I can do. It's really nice. So you can just go to like zoom.com and create an account. It's free.
Yeah, I saw that, and I didn't pursue it. I've always been on the last minute. I was tied up with another into your heads up email that came through, and by the time I saw it, it was pushing after 9 o'clock. So now I missed the meeting.
Right. I got to figure out how to put this build back on here.
Well, I'm all set. If you want to go fiddle with that, I can let you know.
Yeah, no worries. Sounds good. So you can order that Fire Stick on the same page where you ordered the lead program and also became a member. It's on the same page.
No, I didn't see it. All right, I'll go back there and see what the deal is.
Yeah, if you order it today, you should have it by Tuesday or Wednesday.
It's 2 day, right? I belong to Prime too, so.
Yeah, it'll be 2 day. We order it on our account, and it's a Prime account, so. Yeah, it's a brand new Fire Stick in the box, so.
Okay.
2 day shipping.
Well, thank you very much for chatting with me, and I'll have a good